Thank you for joining us. I'm Melanie Johnson. We have new information tonight about the overnight protest in Ferguson that left a police officer with critical injuries. A suspect is now charged with assaulting that officer. 28-year-old Elijah Gant of East St. Louis is jailed in St. Louis County tonight. He is charged with first-degree assault, resisting arrest, and property damage. He is being held on a $500,000 cash-only bond. 4 other people are also facing charges tonight from that protest, marking 10 years since the police killing of Michael Brown. First on 4's Kimberly Donahue has been there all evening at the Ferguson Police Department. She joins us with the latest. Kimberly.
Melanie, good evening. Right now, things are quiet outside the Ferguson Police Department. South Florissant Road remains open, and we haven't seen any protesters. Officer Travis Brown, who joined the force in January, is fighting for his life tonight with a serious brain injury after police say peaceful demonstrations last night turned violent.
We want people to peacefully protest, but we damn sure ain't gonna allow you to destroy this city.
Dozens of Ferguson police officers standing together as one of their own fights for his life following a demonstration turning violent Friday night.
This young officer, Travis Brown, got into this job because he was inspired to do the right thing. He wanted to be part of the change. He wanted to make an impact in our community. He's the type of officer that we want in our community.
Doyle says Officer Travis Brown has been part of the department since early January. Brown's vest on display during a Saturday news conference. The chief says a suspect shoved Officer Brown with their shoulder, causing him to fall to the ground and hit his head. Demonstrators showed up across from the Ferguson Police Department Friday, marking the 10th anniversary of the death of Michael Brown. This video is from early Friday evening. Chief Doyle says the demonstration was mostly peaceful, but several times throughout Friday night, some people shook the department's fence.
They broke the bottom portions of our fence. They destroyed property on our police department's parking lot. It was at that time I sent out an arrest team to make an arrest for destruction of property.
Doyle says Officer Brown was part of that arrest team. Ferguson police arrested at least 5 people in relation to Friday's events. The 5 arrested are from around the St. Louis metro area.
We do believe that people have a right to peacefully protest, but when that line is crossed and people are harmed or property is damaged, people have to be held there. They have to be held accountable.
Those who were at the demonstration say there wasn't enough time to react.
They are supposed to notify us that it's an unlawful assembly to give the rest of the people a chance to leave, which they did not do.
We did not declare an unlawful assembly. We were intentionally trying to get the people who destroyed the fence. The assembly could continue.
Doyle shared his frustrations as the department has undergone change since 2014.
This police department in 2014 had 3 African-American police officers. We have over 50% African-American police officers, 23% female representation on this police department. This is a brand new police department. I don't know why the officers here, who wasn't even here in 2014, have to continue to suffer through this.
Chief Doyle says 2 other officers were also injured during last night's event, one with an ankle injury, another getting cut. Live in Ferguson, Kimberly Donahue, First Alert 4.
Kimberly, thank you for your reporting tonight.